name is Darrel Nelson. I'm the exhibits director for Deadwood History. And I'm standing in one of our 4 buildings. This is the Adams Museum, and I'm standing in a very popular exhibit. This is the Legends of Deadwood. And I'm standing in the most popular part of the most popular exhibit, the Wild Bill wall. And we have photographs throughout his life, and we tell the story of who he was and who we like to think that he was. And I'm standing next to a case that has the gun of his friend Charlie Utter and so-called Dead Man's Hand. I get questions frequently about what was the 5th card in Dead Man's Hand, the 4 being aces and eights. Well, that might be the wrong question. And I'm a little hesitant to do the rest of this, but let me tell you what we know. In the late 1800s, the idea of a dead man's hand was already in circulation. It was kind of folklore. And in 1886, there was the first definition of that, dead man's hand, and it was 3 jacks and 2 tens. 1903, in the Encyclopedia of Superstitions and Folklore, the dead man's hand was said to be, let me see my cheat sheet here, 3 jacks and 2 sevens. And then in 1907, it was said to be 3 jacks and 2 eights. Finally, in 1926, a Western writer named Frank Wilsach wrote a story about Bill, and for the first time he said a 5th card, 50 years after Wild Bill's death. You would think that might be the end of the story. Well, no. There was the closer to the truth, you would think, would be the book called Hard Knocks by Sam Young. And in there, he said that Wild Bill was, and by the way, I mentioned he was the bartender, so he was right there. And so he said that Wild Bill was holding a king full house with 3 kings. So 3 kings and something else. And that Hickok was beat by Captain Massey, who was playing with him, and he had 4 sevens. The same Captain Massey who, when the bullet passed through Wild Bill's head, may he rest in peace, lodged in Massey's wrist. And that's so cool, the ultimate show and tell. That bullet killed Wild Bill. Supposedly, Sam Young said so. However, Sam Young was known for making up stuff and exaggerating. Joe Brosa, an English gentleman who was the kind of the world's expert on Wild Bill, said, no, we're going to stick with aces and eights. So we have aces and eights here in the Adams Museum, right there. And let me refer to my notes here because it gets more interesting. In the 1950s, the family of Mr. Stevens, the grandfather of the donor, said, my father was delivering buttermilk to Nut All Man's number 10 saloon right at the moment when Wild Bill was shot. And he picked up a bunch of cards, and here they are. And so we have ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, 8 of spades, and 8 of hearts. And then the mystery card being the Queen of Hearts. Well, maybe there was a Carl Brehan, historian, said, the real deal, historian. You'd think historians always get it right. He said, well, I talked to a guy named, there was a guy named Neil Christie, and he was there immediately after, and he picked up, let's see, let me quote here, from Mr. Christie's son. He said, here's the exact identity of these cards as told me by Christie's son. The ace of diamonds, got that, with a hill mark on it. The ace of clubs, got that. 2 black eights, nope, clubs and spades. So 2 historical sources say opposite things. Who knows? If these are the cards, if the Stevens family in fact got these cards, they would have known by then that the lore of aces and eights was out there. So this is not unusual for the Adams Museum. We have, I can look around and see the nugget, Chinese nugget, various kinds of artifacts we have around, and all of them, like our famous Thone Stone, they all have mixed stories. It's hard to know what to believe. But really, when it comes to things, all things Deadwoodian or Wild Bill, come to the Adams Museum. We'll set you straight. Maybe. Thank you. Okay, I should have added something to my comments about the aces and eights and to the pistol that's here. The aces and eights, or the dead man's hand, is an Adams Museum piece. The pistol belongs to the city of Deadwood. Some years ago, the city of Deadwood bought the entire Wild Bill collection, Wild Bill's gun, Charlie Otter's gun, and some things that are absolutely, without question, letters from Wild Bill's brothers and sisters. Very interesting. So if you go around the Adams Museum, you will see various things from various sources, and if we own it ourselves, we have to say. So if we don't, we have to acknowledge our those who do. It's a dynamic place, and the story is never done, and so come and see the changes and the new things that are always happening. Thank you.